Hey guys, no walk and talk today because it is so fucking hot, but I did go on a walk this morning, didn't film, so I'm filming now. And I guess we're gonna call this not a walk with me, a talk with me, I don't know. I've got my 7-Eleven iced coffee. It's absolutely unreasonably big, so I'm slowly getting through that. It's more of a treat, it's just really sweet, and it's like 20p or something for the whole thing. But anyway, in today's video I'm going to be talking about balancing rules and regulations and restrictions in a healthy manner, because it's such a difficult one, right? I'm going to get straight into it. I have always been somebody that's over the past years thrived off of building systems for myself, you know, giving myself rules, giving my life its own structure. So in terms of rules, I'm basically saying, okay, I don't drink on weekdays, or okay, I go to the gym 6 days a week. Like, these rules that are just non-negotiable that you set for yourself. And it really worked for me at the time. Like, this is what got me out of my really bad mental health, my experiences with substances, and just like a bad cycle that I never thought I would get out of. Setting these rules and regulations is really what pivoted this for me. And at the time, it's what I believed was healthy, and it's what helped me. It did help me. But upon reflection now I'm trying to embrace this more like fluid, I don't know, take things as it comes, and just free flowing lifestyle, where now I may not go to the gym 6 days a week, but I don't have a problem with that, because I basically, in creating these rules and disciplines for myself, which definitely helped me become a productive and disciplined person, I now created a whole new area in my life in which made me depressed if I missed the gym, or if I didn't hit my protein, or if my weight was fluctuating in a way that I didn't want it to, or if I didn't meditate that morning. Now I created this whole kind of negative space that I didn't realize was negative. And it really depends how you look at it, because it's so hard to say if that is positive or negative, because, you know, it's a positive thing making sure you get your shit done, but is it a positive thing if you can't be flexible with it? You know, like, I couldn't be flexible with it. If I went out, I would track my calories in alcohol, or I just wouldn't drink, and I'd restrict myself so that when I did drink, I would drink far too much. And it was just like this restrictive, all or nothing cycle. It just wasn't working for me. However, like I said, I've always been somebody that works with systems and rules and regulations. Now I've just had to create new, more flexible systems for myself, rather than saying on Monday I do this and it's like this specific. Now it'll be like, on Monday I have the option of doing this, if that makes any sense. It's just expanding my horizons. It's saying that I do get movement in every single day, but it might not be a really heavy gym session where I want to PR every single time. Do you know what I mean? Instead, it could literally be a walk and a morning yoga, and I won't be mad about it as long as I've got in the movement. So now I still have these rules of movement, it's just in a different font. It's weird because I would be really preachy about discipline, and I'd always say it's not hard. Like, in my eyes, it's not hard to write down on paper some disciplines and rules that you want to set for yourself, because this is the way you get out of a funk, or this is the way you get out of a rut, or, you know, start a new project that you've been procrastinating. It's how you get out of procrastination. It's being harsh with yourself, it's being disciplined. But once you've kind of obtained that skill, say for instance, when this business that I'm talking about, that I'm trying to build, like, it comes a time where I need to put in more work and more effort, I can be disciplined. I've learned the skill of like time allocation and time slotting throughout the day, and I've learned how to shut off my phone if I need to focus. Like, I've learned these skills, and I've built this like groundwork and framework for myself, but I don't need to live my life like that every single day right now. Does that make sense? It's like, it's kind of like building it all up to then kind of let it go, to have it in the back seat just in case you need to use it again. And that for me was a lot to come to terms with, because honestly, I don't know if anybody relates, but easing out of like gym 6 or 7 days a week, tracking every single thing you put in your body, and I keep using gym as an example because that was my example, but yours could be to do with work. You know, it could be overworking yourself in that sense, or any sort of like goal that you've been really disciplined within. Going from that to now being like, okay, I don't know if that's that healthy for me. It's like this, and coming to understand balance as a whole, it is a difficult concept, but now that's just another skill that I'm kind of learning and growing on and acquiring, is this skill of balance. And when I need to tap into this discipline again, I can put balance in the back burner and then pick that back up when I need it. Do you know what I mean? But as for everyday general life, like, balance is so key. And where I got the idea to specifically talk about this was Grace Beverley's Working Hard, Hardly Working podcast. The episode was how to design your life one powerful decision at a time, or basically like how to make decisions. And they both bonded over the fact that they are people that set rules in place in order to thrive. And they both said that in some senses it makes them feel boring. Like, you do feel boring sometimes if you're surrounded by people that have no rules and have no discipline, have no regulations, that just, for example, my boyfriend, like, he is in a very lucky position where his job is he doesn't have to do too much work towards his job in order to make money. So he's got money, time and location freedom, like, entirely. So he doesn't need to set rules and regulations. He can just kind of like wake up and be like, I'm going to do this today. I'm kind of half in and half out of that. I'm about to start a new job, so things will change. But when you are surrounded by people like this, you do feel boring sometimes. You're like, I do have to say no to things because I do need to set myself rules. I do have to say, I can't do that this evening because I need to work. Like, and it's hard for some other people to understand. And it might not be in the work sense. It might be in the sense of drinking. I experienced this heavily at home when I was really trying to get out of it, to help myself, to save myself. And I'd say to people, I'm not drinking this weekend. And all you get is, what? That's fucking weird. Like, you're not drinking, like, and then you're really frowned upon. Now I'm in a position where I don't have to restrict drinking and I can have a glass of wine without needing to get blackout drunk, which before was a major problem. But again, that's just another skill that I've reflected on. I've set myself rules of no drinking. And I've been so disciplined and critical with that, where I've obtained that skill of not having to drink on a night out, or if I go out and if I socialise, I don't have to drink. So now I can put that in the backseat and I can have a drink and not be worried about it. But if it comes a time, say for instance I were to do a Muay Thai fight and I want to train intensely for that and I don't want to drink the entire time, I can easily just be like, right, that's fine, I've done it before, I've got the skill now. Does that make sense? If you are somebody that functions really well and is most productive when you set yourself these rules and regulations, but you find them really restrictive, I think a good thing to figure out is like, what rules do you need in place right now for this time in your life? It's knowing that you can I feel like I'm wording this so funny, but it's knowing that you can do something and stick to something if you do have to. But within your everyday life, there are probably not many things that you have to do, and changing your mentality with that. Once you shift your mentality, then it's also more enjoyable. I think that's probably one of the most important things in life in general, is knowing that you can tap into that discipline within your fitness if needed to. If that becomes your new project, you can knuckle down with work if needed to, if that's your priority. You can live in a fluid, take things as it comes state if that is right for you in that moment. Do you know what I mean? Just being able to be flexible with your priorities and skill sets, and yeah, I guess as a whole it's just whatever makes you happy. And honestly, for me, ticking things off a to-do list does make me happy, but I can't only rely on that for my happiness. I guess that was this episode's talk with me. I'll see you in the next one.